This is having a huge fallout across the Middle East and in the wider Islamic world. In Pakistan, there have been attempts to try and storm the consulate in Karachi, the consulate in Lahore, in Skardu as well. Now the US Embassy in Islamabad has put out a statement. We are monitoring reports of the ongoing demonstrations at US consulates in Karachi and Lahore, as well as calls for additional demonstrations at the US Embassy in Islamabad and the Consulate General in Peshawar. This is again a concern as far as America is concerned. Remember, the same Pakistan, and Tara Karta was making that point, if we can go back to her, Tara Karta, they can't seem to guard diplomatic compounds in Karachi and Lahore, the biggest cities in Pakistan, but they are happy bombing and aerial striking, targets across the border in Afghanistan. Just what is going on with Pakistan? The concern and the suspicion has always been, let me get Tara Karta in on this, that much of this is orchestrated and it's being allowed by the Pakistani quasi-military, quasi-civilian state.
Oh yeah, so far you saw that when just before they, agreed to the Gaza deployment, for example, I'm just giving an instance, there were these, these huge, massive protests on Gaza. The moment the military said, okay, we're going to be part of this deal, no protests, nothing after that. So these are highly controlled ventures, one. Number two, I want to say much of this, I just feel so sad. Israel has got this. I'm happy that Israel has got the protection it does. I mean, that's great that people are doing that. Who protects Afghanistan? Who is there who will protect Afghanistan from these attacks? I mean, they have no aircraft. They've got nothing. Number three, the ones who are suffering the most are Pakistani Pashtuns themselves. 60,000 Pashtuns were evacuated because the military was preparing for operations. They were just told in the height of winter, they were told, okay, just move from here. So all this goes on. And despite all that, you still have the US supported Pakistan on the airstrikes. I mean, how strange is this policy? So I'm only assuming that they don't want to open another front. That's all.
Okay, just give me one more moment. I want to go to Joe Brown, but again, more breaking news that's coming through. The Israeli Air Force has just put out this video as well as a statement that they've put out on social media. In the attack that they saw at the IRGC headquarters, as many as 40 commanders have been eliminated in 1 minute. This is the claim that's been put out by the Israeli Air Force. Iran's top security brass has been taken out within the opening strike itself. That's what they have put out. Joe, what more details do you have about these 40 plus commanders? Who are these commanders? What are the known confirmations that we have of the top Iranian military and IRGC commanders who've been eliminated? This video has also been shared by the Israeli Defense Forces. Yes, Joe.
So, as you say, 40 commanders were supposedly killed within that 1 minute. These are all people who are very close to the late Supreme Leader. It's likely that he was also included within that one. But these also include the leader of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, the defense minister, the leader of the nuclear program and close advisor to Khamenei, Ali Shahmani. And this shows the Israeli superiority over Iran militarily. The fact that they were able to wipe out an entire group within 1 minute. They say that they knew that they were going to be meeting at this specific time, and that's why they decided to attack right then. This is echoing what happened with the war with Hezbollah, where the strikes killed the leader of Hezbollah, and it was done so because they knew that they were going to be convening in a specific room at a specific time. And that shows the level of Israeli intelligence. The fact that they were also the first ones to announce that Khamenei was killed because they had picture proof. They have infiltrated Iran in such a deep level, people in the streets. I remember a while ago, Ahmadinejad said that they actually created a squad to try and weed out the Mossad agents within the Revolutionary Guard Corps. But the leader of that was actually a Mossad agent himself, and 20 other people within that unit were Mossad agents. That shows the level of which Israel has intelligence and superiority in Iran. And this is why they've been able to carry out these attacks. In order to change a regime, it's going to be very hard to do so without boots on the ground. The US definitely do not want to have boots on the ground. They have very bad memories of what's happened
Yeah.
in the Middle East over the last couple of decades. Israel doesn't want to have boots on the ground there because there is a severe shortage of IDF reservists. They've been worn out, suffering from PTSD over the last couple of years. So they want to try and avoid this as best as possible. So in order to do that, yes, you need to have the drone attacks, the aerial raids, but you also need to have intelligence on the ground. And that's what's helped Israel find out that they were able to kill those 40 commanders within 1 minute. That's how they knew where they were, and that's how they will continue to fight this war. They say it will last maybe a couple days, maybe a week, but that is why Israel will fight until the very end and will be able to come away, at least in some sense, with a very strong military victory.
All right. Thanks for that, Joe Brown.